Okay, this is Kaypacha on the beach at Goa for another weekly Pele report. I'm just in the middle of a workshop here. I gotta knock this baby out. We're jumping on the bus, heading into a market in town today, but it is beautiful out here on the beach at the Anahata Retreat Center, and particularly because what? Well, the sun has gone into Sagittarius. Yeah, baby. The fiery sun in fiery Sagittarius. It's totally great. The moon is in Capricorn, okay, taking care of business, getting it all together, all right. She goes into Aquarius tomorrow on Thursday, coming around into Pisces on Sunday, and we're going to have that first quarter square moon. Sun, moon. Yeah? Sun in early Sag, moon in early Pisces. What? 4 degrees, like 38 minutes or something. So today, what else is new and good? I think I mentioned it last week, right? That Neptune was stationing and going direct. Okay, so that's still, it takes a long time. And Neptune just like stations and stations and stations. Oh my God. The other thing that's happening tomorrow, though, that's, pretty big, Venus will come into the exact square, okay, with the moon's nodes. So that is in just about the middle of Scorpio. She's transiting, and she's going right by, yeah, in square to the north node, still in the middle of Leo, south node still in the middle of Aquarius. Other than that, what I'd like to talk to you, a little bit about today is just the great biggie, yeah? Okay, Jupiter trine Neptune. That's what the mantra is about today. Jupiter trine Neptune. Jupiter in Scorpio, trining Neptune in Pisces. Really different kind of energy than what we've been getting in some other ways, yeah? Because the thing is that, Mars was square Pluto, and now Mars is moving on, coming into an opposition with Uranus. So on the one hand, we've got the my will of Mars, wanting things to be a certain way, okay, getting challenged with Pluto and then Uranus, all right? And then we've got, on the other hand, last week we had Venus trine Neptune. Now we've got Jupiter trining Neptune. So it's really, really something else. And last but not least, before I try to find a place in the shade, oh my God, I don't know exactly how this is going to work or not work, but the mutual reception of Venus and Mars is something to really be discussed, because it's gone on since November 7th and is continuing until November 30th. And a mutual reception is when Venus went into Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is transiting through Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So this is where the planets are trying to take care of each other's business. And let's see how Mars takes care of Venus business and Venus takes care of Mars business. Okay. The chances of me pulling this off without interruption are like really, really slim. People walking up and down the beach. Oh my God. Gonna have to be social, Mars and Libra. But anyway, and I'm gonna try to keep this light, even though by Monday, Mercury is exactly conjunct Saturn. Okay, and we got this, Saturn on the galactic center, pretty sober. Mercury coming to Saturn, sober again. Okay, Saturn approaching Capricorn, Black Moon Lilith in Capricorn, pretty sober. It's kind of a sober time. I mean, when you look at Jupiter in Scorpio, Scorpio is death. End, finish, gone, over. Annihilate, demolish. Shiva. You know, death, like it's over. Jupiter comes through Scorpio and says, more, more, more. Let go of more. Yeah, shed this skin, and then shed another skin, and then shed another skin, and get out of this, and get out of that, and get out of the other. Whoa. Yeah? So it's not always an easy time. I want to look at this, you know, Venus, Mars, because with the mutual reception, what they say is, when it's happening, a mutual reception is, in the old astrology books, not a real good thing. You can even look at it in your natal chart. It causes problems. It doesn't cause problems, it indicates that you have problems. You know, the planets don't do anything to us. They reflect what we are and who we are and what we chose in this and other lifetimes. So, it says with Venus and Mars, you have trouble with first house, seventh house. First house is ruled by Mars, seventh house is ruled by Venus. Self and other. My desires versus what other people desire. So this creates what? Conflict in relationships. You know, Venus, Mars, big time. And second and eighth house. Venus rules the second house. In old astrology, before Pluto, Mars ruled the eighth. So it's bad news for second house and eighth house matters. So we're all, you know, from, you know, basically the whole month of November, with Venus and Mars in mutual reception, it's saying that we've all got relationship issues coming up. And we've all got what I want and what you want needing to clash, to be discussed, to be worked on, to be looked at, in order that some kind of resolution can happen. Or the other thing is conflict. There is winning and losing, okay, when it comes to the eighth house. So this can be a time when you lose. Or this can be a time of what is first house? Competition, assertion, yeah? Like, I want to win. You know, it's like, and so it can also be, yeah, you know, where we want to win and we get attached to a desire, to some money, you know, to some person, okay, to some relationship, to see, you know, something that we really want, that we really feel we need, or we can't live without it. And it's not easy. It's not working. You know, the other is not cooperating. Okay, it's like life is turning against us. You know, and we're having to just like, oh, wrestle. You know, when we don't really want to wrestle. The Jupiter trine Neptune, and that's what, you know, that's what this mantra is all about. Yeah, the unconscious forces. Venus and Mars are the personal planets. The personal planets are conscious. So we become conscious of our feminine side. We become conscious of our masculine side. Our masculine side is what we want. We become aware of ourselves through our desires and our wants. Venus is pleasure. It's this earth, my body, my sexuality, my money, it's earthly love, earthly pleasure. So it's like, you know, I want my comfort and cozy comforts. Yeah? Taurus, second house. Yeah? Libra, beautiful jewelry and everything, you know, with the seventh house. And I want a beautiful partner. And I want a hassle-free partnership. No hassles. You know, I just want them to be everything I want and I'll be everything they want. But they have to be everything I want first. Isn't that always the catch? You know, as soon as you're everything I want, then I will be what you want. You know, there's this whole dance with relationships and partnerships, you know. It's like you back off, you know. If you're not getting what you want, you back off. you know, and then the other person says, oh, and they come to you, you know, and, you know, there's this temporary kind of like, oh yeah, and then, you know, you go forward and you go towards them, but then they, you know, they're feeling overwhelmed or tired, and they back off, and there's this whole kind of, you know, yin and yang, and together and separate, night and day, sunrise and sunset. Woo! But we want to get to the bottom of it. We want to get, this is astrology for the soul. And let's be clear about it. The soul is unconscious. It is my own unconscious. It is the collective unconscious. It is source in the end that is really designing the evolutionary process. And it's our egos that are trying, okay, to make sense out of it, and trying to be comfortable, and trying to get what the ego wants, and, you know, in all this kind of very limited box. We all live in a limited box. What we believe, what we know, what we really understand is super limited. So our choices are super limited by the shortness of our scope. By, you know, we only see a small portion of the spectrum. So we only choose out of that little portion. You can't choose what you're not aware of, what you're unconscious of, what you don't see. So Uranus, our personal unconscious. Mars is coming up to oppose Uranus now, yeah? Okay? So this is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. It's not till next week, I'll talk about it more. But our personal unconscious, Uranus, wants us to expand and grow and see more of that spectrum. So what does it do? It throws us a curveball. Something bizarre, something unusual, something unexpected. Our partner says this or does that, or the boss, or we, you know, on the newspaper, or you know, at the bar, or wherever you are. Yeah, you know, there's like some new trip, some new change that you're like, it's, you know, scratching your head, going, what do you want? What now? Like, what next? It's kind of irritable. It's kind of like, you know what? I don't want to deal with another problem. So sometimes it's kind of hard to see how life is supporting us through change, through surprises, through even loss. Yeah, you know, it's like you lose something and you think you really needed it, and you don't realize until 20 years later, thank God I lost that. So it's a really strange situation. And this is the beauty of Mercury conjunct Saturn. Saturn, Mercury, deep reflection, looking through the surface, reflecting on why, especially Sagittarius, why did they say that? Why did they do that? Why is this happening to me? And by asking this inner question, what is Spirit trying to tell me? What is my soul truly longing for? Obviously, this is pushing my buttons for an evolutionary growth process. This is the Jupiter trine Neptune. This is Neptune in Pisces. Yeah? Pisces is infinite spirit. Neptune, okay, is channeling this infinite spiritual energy. So it's faith and hope that there's a bigger plan a bigger picture, okay, that it's not all just chaos, that there is a source that has an intention that is for our own good behind it all. Yeah? So even when a bunch of people come into the Pele report, I have to believe it was destiny. So let me wrap it up here, yeah? And the mantra for today goes, yeah? It's like, oh my God, the wind is even blowing my stuff around. Nothing simply happens, as any astrologer knows. It's my own and the collective unconscious setting the stage for me to grow. The deeper I look and listen, the smoother it's all going to flow. As evolutionary astrology says, Jeffrey Wolf Green, my teacher, says, we live in a polarized, dualistic reality. The soul has coexisting dual desires. The desire to separate from the source and the desire to return to the source. Like the wave upon the sea, we desire to separate, go into Cancer and Leo, myself, my glory, my splendor, my original contribution, but ultimately we burn, we die, and we return back to the source that created us. What is your conscious intention? Where are you right now? All your choices, all your decisions boil down to one or the other. Are you trying to separate? You want to, do your own thing and be yourself and like, just like me, build up that, unique self? Or are you an older soul that's ready to return? I am ready, to, return to the source that created me, and I am ready to surrender, allow, accept, and love. That's kind of where she boils down to, yeah? So one last time, yeah? The mantra for this week is, I got a little audience happening here. I'm going to wrap it up here very quickly, and it's just that the final words for this week are, keep this in your mind, keep this in your head. Nothing simply happens. There are no accidents. Nothing simply happens, okay? As any astrologer knows, it's my own and the collective unconscious setting the stage for me to grow. And the more I deeply look and listen, the easier it's all gonna flow. May it flow for you. Smooth and easy. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.